Hello YouTube and FF fans. Now today this is going to be the Thaumaturge Rank 3 hunt guide. Now I'm just going to jump straight in, and we're in the East Shroud at Hawthorne Hut. I'm just going to make this map bigger for us. I'm at the Hawthorne Hut and we're going after the Overgrown IV. Now it's in the 9 Ives. Now the coordinates for them are 2229, which is at the Amaraxis Spire. That's what you want to do. Jump straight off and run east, well, southeast technically. Just follow the path southeast, turn right at the first junction, and follow it around. Now, right. So now that we're in the proximity, you'll be able to see them. Let's just mark them. You'll be able to see them over here. Now, for this two-parter, obviously we've seen this before. We need both of them to actually get the XP. Right, 2329 is the coordinates. I'm sure it was 2229 to proximity. 2229, 2329. I'll do that in a second. I'll write that down in a second. Right, so let's get a few of these in the road. Come on, let's get a few more. Come on. Right, there we go. That'll do. Right, so now that we've got a few, I'm gonna let them attack us for a little bit. See if there's got any AOE's or anything. Right. So as you can see now, they have no actual AOE's, but they do poison us. I think that was a 3-second poison. No, 5-second poison, sorry. Right, so 21, you should be at least between level 19. Oh no, sorry, you'll be at least level 20. 20 to actually get this done. Right, there you go. 15-second poison. I think that's because it was added up. Right, so you get a poison. Nothing like massive to worry about, as long as you don't get multiple of them. You need 4 to get the half-year mission done. 2329, the melee class. There's not much to say about them really. Watch out for the poison. It won't really do that much damage to you. They are hostile if you are lower than them. I think it's up to about 26, 25, 26. Now, on your way through, you might have saw the lemurs, unless I sped it up a little bit too quickly. The lemurs are also hostile, so just be careful of those. The gnats, the gall gnats, you won't interfere with them. Right, so now I'm going to jump straight into showing you where the Ked trap is. Now, with this one, we are in the South Shroud. Now, there's 2 locations for this. There's 2 aetherites, but there's 2 Ked trap locations. Now, both of them are in the upper paths area. So, I'll just make the map bigger. The area here, where the upper paths sign is, and also just south of Total Wreck Dungeon. Now, if you're coming back to this, TP to Camp Tranquil and run north. If you're at the level you're supposed to be at when you do this, go to TP to Quarry Mill. Run west. So I am at Quarry Mill at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run straight out of the town, heading west towards the Upper Pass logo, and what you need to do is sort of go, well, not underground, down the little hill through sort of a cabin. I'm going to call it a cabin, I can't think of a better word. You're running out of Silent Arbor into Upper Paths. Now the first group are the level 22 ones, as you can see on the left here. Now 1920, I'm going to say is the central location for this group, the level 22 ones, as there's a few over there, and the odd some on the right. Now if you don't want to go level 22 and you want to go level 21, because you're only just able to sort of unlock this the hunts, run straight through, over the bridge, into the next little town, little camp. You'll come through here, through the story quest will bring you through it anyway. You want to head north as if you go into the central shroud, and they're on your left, level 21. Now the coordinates for these are 1620. 1619, 1620. There you go, 1620. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack level 21s, because, well, they're going to have the same skill set, the 22s. But I can just pull a few more, because there's actually a few more of these ones. Hopefully I didn't kill it. No, I didn't, it's fine. Right, as you can see, now that I'm trying to aggro them, obviously I have to aggro them all individually, but they're ranged, obviously, as you can see them. Right, so the ranged attacks, so maximum you want to have on you is 2. Now let's try and hide behind a tree, see if that does anything. Nope, they can still shoot you through a tree. However, they will come closer. Now distance doesn't matter to the damage, so that doesn't really bother. But what I would suggest you could do is you'll have Blizzard 2. I'd bind them. And then run as far, if you're struggling, bind them, run as far away from them as possible, and then attack them as much as you can while they're binded. You'll have Swift Cast, I would imagine. You may not have Swift Cast, but bind them, and then attack them from the furthest distance possible, because they won't. You can attack them from a further distance than they can attack you. So they're binded now. Well, not anymore, but anyway. And then you attack them from the furthest distance you can, and by the time they can actually get in range, they're unbind and get in range to attack you, you can have had about 2 attacks on them. So that's helpful. Ah, here we go, frontal cones. Poison and a pushback. That's extremely painful at this level, especially with it being over a 25-second damage dot. A dot. So, move up the AoEs. Bind them and attack them from distance. That's the best thing you can do. Right, I'm going to end that one there, and I'm going to show you the next one. I'm going to show you is the Forest Ysin over in Upper Lenorcia. Right, okay, so now moving on to the 22nd mission for the Forest Ysin. Now, whenever I come to Upper Lenorcia, I always TP, but if you can't, come through West Lenorcia, and you'll end up on the left-hand side of the Upper Lenorcia in Oakwood, which just happens to be where every bloody hunt is. They need to put an aetheryte spot there, that's what I think. Because not many people use the ferry docks. Right, so what you need to do is TP to Camp Bronze Lake and run down to the ferry docks, which I'm sure I've shown you in a previous video. Right, now that we're here, we've just got off the ferry docks, obviously. Now what you need to do is ignore the stone shells. Alright, sorry about that, I had to run downstairs quick. Right, so now that we're off the ferry, off the docks, what you need to do is run, run east, basically. Follow the path around east. The wild wolves are hostile, so just be careful. When you get to the T-junction, turn right to go sort of northwest, and obviously stick to the river. You need to keep the river on your right and follow it down. You can't miss them really. They are at 1322. That's where they start. Right. I haven't actually done this yet, so you're gonna get to see me kill them on camera. Right. So we'll get the attention of a few of them. Right, we've got the attention of the 4. Right, come on. Now these ones are pretty much exactly the same as the scavengers over in Westdale, which is coming up next. So, as you can see, just another melee class. They don't have any AoEs to speak of. It doesn't even look like they have a special buff that gives them anything, just like the other ones. Right, that's it really. 1322 is where they start, and they're all along the river. There's these 4 here that I aggroed, and more down there. What I'm going to do is I will kill these now, quick. And get the mission done, and then run across and get the end coordinates. Wow. Didn't catch them. What a pain. Right. Okay, so we're going to run down here now and get the coordinates for the rest of them. Right, so they're 22, they were 22 as well, I believe. Right, so the coels over there are quite hostile. And that fate is quite common. It's one of the relic fates as well, I believe, so just be careful of that. Right, so the end coordinates for the Ysins are, the forest Ysins, are 1121. So it starts at 1322 and ends at 1121. Right, that's that done, and you saw me get it done on camera as well. Feels special. Right, so that's those done. Remember, melee, they don't have any debuffs, they don't have any buffs. So now we're moving on to mission, well, this is going to be the second part of mission 22 and the first part of mission 23, as the Ysin Scavenger and the Laughing Toads are in the same place. Now at the moment I'm in West Thalen at Horizon, and we have to go up to the Footfalls. Now Cape Westwind up here is the left part, where the little pin is here for the Imperial Outpost. That's where Cape Westwind starts. Now, Patara's Peace and Muddrip are still Footfalls. So, the Ysin Scavengers and the Laughing Toads are up there. So what you need to do is go to Horizon, then run west through to Vesper Bay, and then north into the end of the Footfalls. So I'm going to fast forward this now. Right, so now that we're running north out of Vesper Bay through the little canal, ignoring the level 20s, what you need to do is, well, not prepare yourself really, get ready for going into the little sort of, it's like a cave, but it's open at the top, so it's not really, technically it's not a cave. Right, now you should recognise this from the, it's a Gildas, which Gildas is it? Basic training. This is the area that's been ripped from basic training. So the Ysin Scavengers, well, just been killed by that guy there. Right, so the coordinates, I'm just going to get the coordinates for the entrance to this place. 1319 is 13x19y. It's the coordinates for the Ysin Scavengers. That's the entrance to this place. So let's get a Ysin. Done that. Right, so the Ysin Scavenger is a melee class. It says here you need 2 of them. That is because you need the Forest Ysin, which I kind of haven't got yet. The only reason I'm recording it this way around is because it doesn't matter which one you kill first. And I was closer. I was in South Thalen before, so it was just easier. Right. So as you can see, it's just a melee class. It's got no AoEs to speak of. It's just going to try and bite you to death. So, fairly simple enemy. You need 2 of them for for part weight of your. I'm gonna start that bit over. You need to kill 2 of them to get 50% of the mission done. To go towards your 6.5k XP. Now they're easy enough to kill. You won't have like the rest of these skills yet, unless you're coming back to them. But they are really easy to kill. Melee, like I said. Pull one at a time. Right, I've got rid of those 2. What you could do, you'll have that by now. Attack them from a distance, obviously, like you should be doing, and then just keep spamming your skills at them until they reach you. Sprint, run away, and then use your skills again. Because then you can use a skill by the time they've got you. And then you can just keep running back. Right. Now the toads, the the toad area. So the toad coordinates are 14x 7y. Have to write them down. Right, 14, 17 for the toads. Now there's 2 in this pond, there's 3 back there, and there's another one on the right. Now the toads are hostile, like the Ysins are. So you got to be very careful. Because the Ysins are hostile as well, I would suggest jumping in this pond, making sure you can't be seen by the other toad, else it will suck you in as well. For example, I'm just going to see if it'll do it. Not. Right. You're going to pull me over? Because it usually... No, it's not going to pull me over because I've already attacked it. Usually if it aggroes onto you without you doing anything, it will push you, it'll suck you in with its tongue. It'll pull you through, pull you across the map. And then start attacking you. Obviously that isn't the case if you attack it first. Right, so now we've got a big circular AoE upon itself, which is a high damage. That should actually push you back. Because of the level I am, it's not really doing anything. But that will push you and throw you into whatever's behind you, basically. So I'd have been thrown into that wall. Should stop attacking it, really. Right, so that is their attacks. Has it got anything else? Doesn't look like it. Right, let's get a few more together. Let's get a few packed up. Where are they? Okay. They're doing a little what's it called? Right, so now that we've got 2, we're going to move it away from that person so we don't interfere with them. See if they've got any other AoEs. So now, for these you need 4 to get to go towards your mission 23. The only reason I'm doing these the end of 22 and start 23 together is because, well, they're obviously in the same place. Right, so, yep, it doesn't seem to, they don't seem to have any other AoEs. Okay, I don't want to kill it now. Can't really do anything, can't move. Right, so I'm going to end this part here. Next up is the Black Eft in the Cell Shroud.